Toronto, early Saturday. The streets are bleeding out the last drunks, trailing home or to whatever dark corner they can stumble into, a puddle waiting for the sun to dry it out in a few hours. These specific men, this gaggle, a group of 7 or 8, I don't really care. Their shouting echoes off the cold concrete, their voices bouncing down the alleyways like the honking of blind geese in migration. They stagger in a general direction, but there's no purpose in their movement, no sense of self-control. The alcohol has them wandering without purpose, like their only ounce of consciousness left is entirely rooted in instinct. I watch from a distance, blending into the black. I've always believed in the frame, the idea that people are nothing but reflections of the situations they're thrown into, alone. In a Sunday morning haze, these same men would probably be groaning for Advil, nursing their hangovers, but right now, in this moment, they're creatures of instinct. Giddy with insanity, they laugh like hyenas, as if the night has twisted their sense of being. They don't even seem to notice the city around them, the flickering streetlights, the stray dog wandering down the boulevard, sniffling aimlessly. The animal, despite the noisy men, doesn't change course and strolls right through them, probably blind. Poor chap. Their path leads them through a park, and that's when I see it. One of them, a short guy with a buzz cut and a black leather jacket, approaches a sleeping hobo, slumped on a bench like a forgotten doll. The group quiets for just a second, watching with amusement. Buzzcut shakes the hobo awake. No words, no aggression, just a weird, silent understanding. The hobo looks at him, and within seconds they both start undressing right there under the flickering streetlight. As their clothes come off, I catch a glimpse of their bodies, skin marred by purple bruises, cuts that look like they've never healed properly, bones twisted and crooked, like they've been broken and reset 100 times wrong. It's grotesque, yet they laugh, almost euphoric, like they're in some cosmic inside joke. Buzzcut hands over his jacket and pants. The hobo pulls them on with a casual nonchalance and steps into the group, joining the drunken honking as if he'd been there all along. Buzzcut, now wearing the hobo's tattered coat and ripped jeans, takes the bench like it's his new home. The rest of the group moves on. I'm frozen, trying to make sense of what I just saw. But then it happens again. Another hobo, another man from the group. Same ritual, switch clothes, switch places. Except now, I notice something even stranger. The men, they're blind. Or at least, they act like it. Their eyes don't focus, their movements jerky and uncoordinated. But they navigate the streets like they can see everything. It's the shouting, their screams, their wild drunken yells. They're using sound to guide themselves incoherently. Echolocation. I clamp my mouth shut, suddenly hyper-aware of noise I might make. My heartbeat pounding in my ears like a damn drum. I'm the only one who seems to hear them for what they are. In my sudden stupor, I misstep and fall on the ground. Leaves shuffle, a branch cracks under my weight. Thankfully, the men don't seem to notice me. Just as I get up, something creeps up on me. I turn around only to find the stray dog. It locks its piercing eyes on me. Its hackles raise, and it starts growling, low and menacing. until it stops. And just as suddenly as it appeared, it vanishes into the night. As I keep following, I don't know why, because I know I shouldn't. I watch as one by one, the hobos replace the men. With each switch, the group grows more frenzied, more feverish, their laughter growing sharp and jagged. Just as the first sliver of sunlight creeps over the horizon, the group halts. A lone jogger appears in the park, oblivious to the madness lurking in the shadows. In an instant, the men scatter like cockroaches, moving with a speed that shouldn't be possible given the state of their bodies. They corner the jogger by a tree, and 3 of them leap at him, knocking him to the ground. The rest stand around, watching in eerie silence as the 3 men fight over the jogger like rabid animals. Fists fly, bones crunch. 2 of the men drop, unconscious or dead, I can't tell. The last one standing, a tall guy with a shattered nose and dislocated shoulder, leans over the jogger, pinning him down. Without hesitation, he sinks his teeth into the jogger's neck. I see the blood, the way it gushes out, pulling on the ground, and then I see the transformation. The bruises on his body start to fade, his skin smoothing out, his dislocated shoulder snaps back into place. He stands up, taller, stronger, almost reborn. I don't breathe, I don't move, but it doesn't matter. The stray dog has come back, barking like a devil. The entire group turns, their milky, unfocused eyes locked onto me with predatory intent. Like a silly goose, I scream despite my better senses, giving away my exact position in space and time. The dog has stopped barking. 2 of them are already sprinting towards me, their twisted bodies moving like ferocious predators, their arms, knees, and necks all crook, all wrong. But they're too fast. They are way too fucking fast. I won't be able to get away. Someone please help.